Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full moon in Leo to new moon in Pisces, February 2023? I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They are just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Can you believe it? Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free. And while you're in that description box, you can also find the link to my Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Members only subscription platform allowing creators to set up different levels of subscription, give different gifts and benefits and all sorts of cool stuff. I got 8 different levels: Seeker, Human Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God Goddess. God Goddess is one. They are the top tier. They get everything on the platform, but all of my subscribers, regardless of subscription, get some stuff, right? They get the daily check-ins with an unlisted YouTube live stream link. They can chat with me every morning talking about the day's astrological applications. Sorry, the astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. A cup of coffee, bathrobe, starting the day with a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to kick off my day, and so do my patrons, because we keep growing over there. All of my subscribers also get all the extended readings that I have done. The YouTubes on part 1, they get the part 2s, all of them past, present, and future, as well as we're doing a lot of cool stuff over there, a lot of exclusive stuff, workshops that I started a long time ago, never got to finish. We're picking up where we left off at some point and going forward. The witch archetype, a lot. If you want the deeper dive, you're a Scorpio, you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal in your life, well then come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. That, you know, Scorpios, you can call me Mal. I prefer you do. So let's get down to business. If you're new to my channel and my readings, an 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about really anything. But in this case, an astrological timeline, sort of like a card of the day, but 8 of them for a 2-week period. A waning moon from full to new. Let's have a look at that real quick. The full moon in Leo on Sunday, February 5th, 1:29 p.m. Eastern. The day of the sun, Sunday, with Leo moon ruled by the sun. That is what I call a white candle or a clear quartz kind of day. When the moon rides at her peak, then ye hearts desire seek, which is why I do the 5-card draws from new to full, just saying. They're in the playlist. But it's for success. It's success for anything, so it really doesn't matter what you intend, you cast for, what you seek. It's to be successful, so that's lovely. Nail it, because then we got 2 weeks of the shadow work. The alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, the releasing, the letting go, the forgiving. Pardon me. I prefer the language of spiritual alchemy. Lead and gold on the periodic table are separated by 3 atoms, right? Lead has 3 more than gold. So the releasing, the transforming, the alchemizing, because those 3 atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, only transformed is what they can be. They can only be changed or transformed. That's what this 8-card draw is about in this series. So yeah, you cast, right? You when the moon rides at her peak, and then 2 weeks moving to the new moon on Monday. Duran, February 20th, 2:06 a.m. Eastern. Now look, a day of the moon, Monday, Pisces, mutable water. Talk about the opportunity to make your dreams come true, right? Pisces, it could be a very, very fulfilling new moon, but you plant a seed and watch it grow. So what you do in these 2 weeks, important, some astrological weather of note. On February 11th, Mercury goes into Aquarius. I don't know how, I mean, it is a fixed sign, so it's going to square you, Scorpio, in some way, shape, or form. But that is what it is. It moves quickly. On the 18th, the sun will go into Pisces. And then on the 20th, the day of the new moon, because we don't have any retrogrades. Everything's direct now, which is wonderful. But on the 20th, Venus will go into Aries, from Pisces into Aries. So that's a bit of a shift, right? So this could be a very, very interesting read. They have been so far. They usually are. So let's get down to business. Cross watchers, you're going to kind of get what the Scorpio's going through here, what they're working on, and that's good. They'll give you some insight, some empathy. But if you apply this to your own energy field, you will alchemize something from shadow to light, lead to gold, paint to peace, in support of the Scorpio you're cross-watching for, as well as the entire Scorpio collective, because that's how unity works. So, both feet on the floor if you can. I can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will. And I will do my best to help you do the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, so that we live in a better world. A more golden timeline than leaded timeline, if you're following the vibe. I guess that's about it. The shift from explanation to divination. I know it's a lot of explanation. These are important reads, I get, I hope. But the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point, so please take a nice deep breath. Let's see if we can have fun with this. Still point. Because shadow work is a thing. Using the Caroline Mace, there you are, the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I call to the pantheons of the divine. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Oh, we'll see. That one comes around again. Watching this video and receiving this reading, please. What is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra? Sending down the codes, the lessons, the programming for the alchemy that they have the free will to prevent, but it can, well, delayed, but it cannot be prevented. The alchemy from the shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, for the Scorpio collective and the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers, shifting them, showing the shadow work, the lead to gold ratio here, this full to new February 2023. Melky? Where are you, kitten? That wasn't a distress. That's not a distress meow. That's an I'm bored meow. Come on. Come sit with mama. You got the Scribe archetype. Oh, not shocked. Creative family archetype of the 9 different families. The creative family. Come on up. Come sit with me. Oh, your opposite sign, Taurus. A Taurus cat is ankle bonking me with his head as hard as he can. Come lay down, baby. I may have to pull this video over. I will. He's a little on the stubborn side. I love him. He's my youngest. Prince Melchior of the Taurian throne. The Scribe archetype. The shadow attribute written here represents the lead. The light attribute, the gold. The shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Not a good idea. Copyright infringement, it can be very, very expensive. The light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. Now look, I have a Scorpio older brother. Ooh, do they have memory? Boy, can they remember stuff that happened before I was even born about me, right? Past life, schmass life, 1, 2, 3. So, you know, keep the receipts. This is the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know what he wants. He's got everything he needs. Little distracting, Melky. I love you, sweetheart. I have to do some Ho'oponopono later. Oh dear. I will be right back. There was no catnip in the kibble this morning. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. So, look, the Scribe archetype, really, really important, because now we have so many different ways to store knowledge, right? So, you know, what does the Scribe do? They write it down. They write it down. But in terms of creative, you're creating boundaries for something, keeping something, maybe you're keeping something secret, keeping something safe, but altering facts or plagiarizing others' work, that's tricky. That is really asking for trouble, particularly nowadays, where even a tweet can be found somewhere on the intranets, the internets of it all. Let's go deeper. The heart, third eye crown, the feminine energy dynamic. Yeah, there feels something a little wibbly wobbly in the energy here, obviously. Both feet on the floor. We're going to use Daughters of the Moon Tarot, because the the satellite is sending down the codes for the scribe, right, to activate within you for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. You can have an archetype for a day, or from womb to tomb, or anywhere in between. So this is where the shadow work begins. Bottom line, third chakra, you get to choose if you want to delay what cannot be prevented, because we've been working on this stuff for lifetimes. Please take a nice deep breath. And this is the creative intuition, heart, third eye crown with the creative family archetype. Let's see what hits the table. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of water. Sign of Scorpio, powers of the West. Yeah, getting almost like a detective feeling here. What's going on, please? Heart, third eye crown, internal, feminine energy, creative intuition. One card in clarity for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What do they really need to be aware of inside? Right? What they may or may not share with anybody, but they may be writing down. They may be creating something here to alchemize the scribe archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, this full to new. 3 of flames, 3 of wands, loyalty, throat chakra, vary what you're willing to spit, swallow, or chew, what you're willing to wait for, what you're not willing to wait for. But this can be absolutely generative, meaning more of a waxing thing, where you've already been through the first, right, the ace, right, ooh, inspiration, now what do I want to do with it? Okay, now I know what I want to do with it. I've got this foundation, but not necessarily, this is celery, not necessarily ready to pull the trigger on it, right? Chew, this feels more like a chew, like I'm going to spit it out and do it, I'm going to swallow, kind of wait for a while, or am I going to refine it, chew it creatively? That's wise, one would think, right? What are the promises you've made to yourself, your oaths you've made perhaps to organizations, and vows you've made to the divine? For some reason, getting that in there too. Interesting. Let's look at the lower 3 chakras, the physical aspect, from the outside looking in at yourself, from the inside looking out at other people, places, and things. Lower 3 chakras are relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself, solar plexus, relationship to another person, money, sex, power. Second chakra, relationship to groups, tribes, circles of friends, your body, and planet Earth. Root chakra. That's a lot. Please take a nice deep breath. Okay. Still point. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, beloved ones. This has a very intense energy to it. I can feel it in my second chakra big time, please. What does, one card in clarity, please, for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? What do they need to be aware of inside out, outside in? Lower 3 chakra, masculine energy dynamic to alchemize. The scribe archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, with 3 of flames on the inside. It's like that is I wouldn't say it's a crossroads. I'd say the choice, the decision has been made, but not necessarily ready to externalize that yet. So the perfect card, make it clear for the Scorpio collective and the cross watchers. This full to new. 4 cups. Okay. So there is definitely some emotional, I wouldn't say stagnation necessarily, but I would definitely say with the 4 of Cups, particularly in the mythic tarot, the myth of Eros and Psyche, there might be some emotional discontent, some boredom. I mean, it's not the 5 of Cups, that's coming next. But certainly a time for rest, right? An emotional rest, but maybe it does feel very second chakra. It does feel like you're dealing with a lot of people, but it's the individual relationships you're having with them, not necessarily all of them at once, right? So there's like, I don't know, lover, spouse over here, and co-worker over here and friend over there and parent over there, you know, all those kind of pulling at you. And you might really have to just, as a scribe, creatively just start putting things to paper, or audio recording, or personal vlog. I mean, there's so much we can do to store information now that no one ever has to see if you don't want them to see it, right? And that's a Scorpio thing, to kind of not hoard it. That's not the archetype here, but preserve it, right? Diaries, journals, right? All that kind of stuff is certainly helpful, and as well as can be very much a healing, therapeutic kind of thing. So look, you know, Four of Cups. No one's like, yay, the Four of Cups. But, you know, it's the rest before the change of the Five, and then the balance and harmony of the Six. So, you know, there's a way through this, but definitely, oh, and if you're a vibrational empath, in other words, feeling other people's energies and emotions in your own cell tissue and energy fields, then know that you might be absolutely picking up on other people's stuff here, second chakra wise. When you step away from somebody at least 50 feet, I find, if that energy dissipates, that means you are empathing them. And that doesn't mean you got to run, but it does mean, oh, okay, this is an intuitive function. And you walk right back in there, right? Nice and clear, with perhaps your Scorpio stinger just hovering a bit and back, you know, just in case you need an exit strategy. You know, just be kind, rewind, take a deep breath. Let's keep going. This is interesting. There's definitely, I have to say, even though it's not on the table, the detective archetype is activating in me, which I have big time in the sign of Scorpio. Sacred Contracts, Carolyn Mace, brilliant, life-changing work. Let's get you a healing mantra from the Macon Healing Mantra deck, shall we? Because they help. And I would think particularly throat chakra, this is something that can help you chew on all of this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I'm going to call upon the Ascended Masters of Creation and Creativity, please. One card in clarity. There we go. For the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Make it specific, make it clear, make it precise for the Scorpios and the cross watchers. The perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace, the toxic to healthy, perdition to paradise, hell to heaven, with this scribe archetype in the A3 of flames. Keyword loyalty, but definitely that throat chakra chewing on it while the decision's been made, but the how, the when, the where, the why might be figuring itself out. And with Four of Cups on the outer, maybe that's a good thing. A little bit of stillness, a little bit of meh, a little bit of emotional rest and reflection there. So what do you got from there? The perfect healing mantra to bring this together for them. Our fourth card down, this full to new February 2023. Awakening inspired action. There's only what life is asking of me. This is about surrendering your choice and knowing that you will be shown what to do as you go. But might as well keep a record of it. Awakening inspired action rather than action from conditioning, trauma, pain, right? If it ain't coming from spirit, it's coming from the ego, and that's just how it works. You know, it's not like I just came up with that. It's like Course in Miracles, Course in Miracles, Course in Miracles. Awakening inspired action. There's only what life is asking of me. When you awaken inspired action, you are an open, willing participant in your soul's journey. It's like I said, you step back, you go, oh, this is an empathic thing. All right, here we go. Right? You are ready, willing, and able to face any feeling or make any necessary change just for the chance to serve the cosmic plan of the universe. Now I know. That's tricky. That takes trust in something higher that we can't ultimately understand, but Scorpios, you have access to it. Particularly Pluto, the transformative aspect of it, right? That Hadean transformative stuff. So, granted, tricky, but the cosmic plan, that's the point. It is ineffable. It's bigger. And as a mystic, I've had glimpses of it, and it could drive me mad. Not crazy, but mad. There's a difference. When inspired action has been awakened, you radiate higher frequencies of light for the well-being of all. So this is a service to everybody, but you first, right? Because only you can choose or decide what you're going to do with this awakening, inspired action, or awakening, wrathful, painful, toxic action. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-sabotage, resolving boredom. That could be Four of Cups big time. That's meh at best, right? Resolving boredom and increasing fulfillment. There is something about putting pen to paper, even though, doing this a lot, doing a lot of voice to text stuff, because I don't know, my mouth goes faster than my fingers certainly can in terms of writing. But in awakening inspired action, I think that's something worth aligning yourself and keeping that loyalty inside for yourself, particularly with Four Cups on the table. The iron might not be hot. The water may not be boiling yet, right? What do you want? Crunchy pasta? No, you don't. Let's ask the higher selves. The higher selves of all involved. There are probably other people involved here. Using the Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. We're also using her Whispers of Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to give us a little insight into removing those three atoms in between lead and gold for the Scribe archetype. But let's see what the higher selves of all involved have to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I hear that. You guys want to be able to document whatever is going on here, because you might not be dealing with too much of awakened action with other people. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whisper of Love for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? Because I see for one bunch of people, it's stuff at work, and it's crazy. I get the choices and the decisions and your loyalty to yourself. I see for other people, this is with family members. Other people, it's with one person in particular. So please, higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whisper of Love, the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Scorpio collective of the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers to help them alchemize the Scribe archetype, shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, 3 of Wands on the inner, 4 of Cups on the outer. Awakening inspired action, because there's only what life is asking of them, and that kind of overrides what everybody else wants, including ourselves. So what do you got for them, please? The Whisper of Love, this full to new. Receive with love and appreciation. Okay, so this isn't about action. This is about reception. This is about more the yin than the yang. So, you might want to chew for a little bit in terms of action here with that 4 of Cups, to receive, right, the inspiration to then take action. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Look, I gotta say is thank you. But if this is not specifically receiving some things, physical, tangible, or whatever from other people, which you might not know what to do with that just yet, but to receive from the divine, to receive from your higher self, your soul, right, your better angels, whatever you want to call it, just to be like, wow. Because gratitude is the attitude of increase. What you tend to give thanks for tends to multiply. Okay, but that doesn't mean you can hack the universe with it, right? It's just kind of saying, even when you give thanks for the hardships, right? Thank you for this gift. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but you're saying, I get there's gold in this here lead somewhere. So, if you're not getting exactly what you want right now, because who does 24/7, 365, you are getting what you need. But if there's only what life, and I don't necessarily just mean external life, the life force, right? Chi, prana, Reiki, spirit, whatever you want to call it, only what that's asking for you, then you can really be a hero on a journey here and write your story as you go in some way, shape, or form. At least bullet points. The way of showing love is by receiving love. Okay. Let's go to the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman. Findhorn Publishing, unbelievable Findhorn in Scotland. But everybody's got archangels working with them. in unity. So let's see who's in charge of your case. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the pantheons of archangels, blessed, beloved celestials, the arcs of angels, the arcs of the higher selves. It's a lot of us here on the planet throughout the universe, so thank you, beloved ones. One card in clarity. Who is the archangel in charge of, assigned to the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading so they can receive the message, the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power to help them alchemize the Scribe in the 8th. 3 of Flames, loyalty on the inner, 4 of Cups on the outer, awakening, inspired action, which is very third chakra. Only they can pull that trigger when they're ready, so to speak. Whatever, make the decision, flip the switch. And yet receiving with love and appreciation is very much the opposite direction of that. So to take this time and maybe receive the time, the grace, and the guidance they're getting here would be helpful. So what do you got for them? Who's the archangel working this gig with them? This full to new. Tahariel, Tahariel, seen as indigenous person of America, of the Americas, indigenous people. Card number 37. Now, I haven't read all of these. Like I said, this is the newest addition to the Drawing the Circle Productions divinatory team. So still learning these as I go, and there's a lot of information. Finhorn's pretty thorough. Roses in the snow, cabbages in the sand. So I'm just going to read you what I'm guided to read you here, and certainly the message in quotes in here would probably be key. Rainbow child is the key word. They don't write it on the card. I love that. You got to look it up. Breathe. Rainbow child. Tahariel, rainbow child. The angel of purity and purification. Like her image in the card, Tahariel embodies all colors of the rainbow, perfectly blended to create the white light of the divine. This pure light is your light, for we are all perfect sparks of the Creator. Well, there's only what life is asking of you, and you are one with life. I get where this is headed. This pure light is your light, for we are all perfect sparks of the Creator. There is a Native American prophecy which says that when the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come unto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and by who their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. I mean, my mom taught me about this when I was a little kid. The angels have shown me that certain old souls have chosen to go through multiple evolutionary cycles in this one lifetime, shifting from indigo and crystal children into rainbow and diamond souls. Sounds like multi-level marketing. In order to become keepers of the new Earth rainbow diamond light frequencies. Okay, that's a lot for Scorpio. Most Scorpios I know are rolling all 3 of their eyes right now. Let's jump down to the message. Honor your sensitivity. There you go, Scorpio. Honor your... You don't have to tell other people you're sensitive. We know. Honor your sensitivity. Let go of self-limitation. Acknowledge the purity of your heart. Every child is born of light. You are returning to your true state of innocence. I knew it. I knew it. I was in the meditation beforehand. Look, I know you're mad, bad, dangerous to know. 8th house, mystery, fixed water, chips, dips, chains, whips. But that's why we love you, Scorpio. You're dark as fuck, and we love every bit of it, right? But at the core of who you are is this innocent child. So, of course, you have a scorpion, an eagle, and a phoenix protecting that innocent core, that sensitivity of who you are that is at the core of everyone. Yeah, even them. I know. I know. So what is this scribing about for you? Comment if you wanna, but you're a Scorpio, you probably won't, right? But for it to be inspired, for it to come from your better angels, not so much your painful demons here, and that, you know, Tahariel is holding a child, right? This could be inner child work. This could be stuff from childhood. Regardless, get it on paper. Take it from the inner to the outer in some way when you're inspired, and then receive with love and appreciation. You might receive all sorts of stuff that you might not have expected to move you from that 4 through the 5 to the 6 of Cups. Let's remove some obstacles, as I said earlier, with the whispers of Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed Hindu god of success and prosperity, but also known as the remover of obstacles, hence the help in the alchemy. This deck is gorgeous. The book is amazing. Please take a nice deep breath. And I love Lord Ganesh. Talk about dependable. Still point. And always a pleasure to tune to. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of prosperity, abundance, and remover of obstacles, please, one card in clarity for my beloved Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers. Watching this video, receiving this video, I had a lot of Scorpios in my life. Womb and most likely to tomb, all the way through, from birth onward. So please, beloved remover of obstacles, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power for the Scorpios and the Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading to help them alchemize the Scribe archetype in the 8th chakra, from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. With that 3 of flames on the inner, loyalty, it's okay to chew on this for a while. 4 cups on the outer, that's probably really smart to just chew on this while kind of feeling this out. 2nd chakra to 2nd chakra, the meh, the boredom, which can be the calm before the storm for sure, but so that they can awaken inspired action, because there's only what life is asking for them, and we always know in the present moment what to do, unless we don't. And so they can receive with love and appreciation here, and with that rainbow child energy, that rainbow warrior, that there is something larger here. This is about innocence. This is about unity. This is about healing, and regreening the earth is a very interesting way of seeing that. Green of the heart chakra, right? The emotional chakra. There's so many interpretations for this in a general read. So please, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power for the Scorpio and the collective, alchemizing this shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, this full to new, personal transformation. Look, transformation is one of the big keywords for Scorpio energy, right? Purification by fire, water, air, earth, spirit, however you want to play that for yourself. Obviously, the alchemy is in play. Now, the Death card in Tarot, number 13, got it. Halfway through the cycle, not the end of the cycle. Transformation is not the end, it's the midway point. Usually, you know, it's like you don't want to take it out of the oven. What do you want? The hot dough or cake? Well, hot dough actually sounds good. Hot dough. Card number, what is that? 35. And there it is, personal transformation. Please breathe in the personal transformation of Lord Ganesh. Here we go. Card number 35, personal transformation. Your soul is assisting you with creating changes to align you with your life's purpose, which is probably closer to Tahariel's rainbow child thing going on. Ganesha is pointing to the heavens and encouraging you to be open to new ideas and the growth of your spirit. Listen to the still small voice within. And what is that still small voice within but that purity and innocence at the core of who we are? Yeah, that you've got, you know, behind barbed wire and brick walls in Fort Knox. I get it. I totally get it. You may have been feeling a strong desire to obtain or experience again a sense of meaning, inspiration, or purpose in your life, which a 4 of Cups can do. A 4 of Cups would be like, is that all there is, right? This is likely a time in which you are making some significant adjustments in your life. These adjustments are helping you in the process of changing yourself from the old you to the new you, and you will soon benefit from a fresh perspective on life. You are in a great place now for honoring the person who you truly are or want to be, rather than simply following a routine that has little meaning for you. That's 4 of Cups. Going through the motions. This is a profound profound spiritual journey that you are experiencing, which brings greater meaning and purpose into your life. This will renew your inner energy. Eliminate everything in your life that is not essential to your transformation. There's a waning moon read, right? Just start tossing stuff. Marie Kondo, the house, something, the office, the car. Realize that some of your activities may be in place simply to act as buffers or distractions from what is truly important. Internet, whatever. Allow the changes, chips, tips, chains, webs. Allow the changes that are taking place and trust that a period of greater calm and stability will follow. The Four of Cups, Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. Ganesha is calling you to your destiny. Your calls for guidance have not gone unnoticed, and you will ultimately find what you are yearning for. So it's about being receptive here, right? To receive. Even if it's like, I've hit a penny on the ground, thank you. Play the game. Get a gratitude rock. Watch The Secret. I don't know. Plant a tree. Say a prayer. Smudge the house. Get into that attitude of gratitude, but you have to be authentic about it. I'm so thankful. You know, it's not necessarily it, but if that's where you are, that's where you are. Yeah. Because that child inside of you has been through a lot. They all have. But no one can write on the essential divine eternal innocence of the truth of who we are at the core. Just saying. We got that going for us. So, let's get our last card down. The gold within the lead, the hidden blessing with the blessed bee. From Lucy Cavendish. I love her work. Which is why we do the blessings for real. All joking aside, our last card down here indicates some light at the end of the tunnel, right? The gold hidden within the lead, the hidden blessing. And we do them for real because they're incredibly well written. And the majority of my career in magic, miracles, and mysticism has been silently or verbally blessing people, he said, with his empathic connection to your Three of Wands, throat chakra. So please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Last card down. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, please, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures. What is the gold within the lead, hidden within the lead, the hidden blessing for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, because I have so many of them in my life, and they're all in similar neighborhoods, archetypally speaking. So help them. What is the guidance, the grace, the hidden blessing, so they can alchemize this scribe in the eighth? Three of Wands on the inner, Four of Cups on the outer, awakening, inspired action, receiving with love and appreciation. With the Rainbow Child, Archangel of Tahariel, there's something they came in to do in this life, and they've been doing this over and over and over, lifetime after lifetime. They have a larger purpose, and of course the personal transformation would be required, transformation being the very part of alchemy that shifts shadow to light, led to gold, pain to peace. This might be going more on the inner than the outer for right now. So please, pantheons of all pantheons, what's the hidden blessing? This full to new, February 2023. Nice rack. Nice antler rack he's got there. Ooh, I forgot the words. A blessing on your love. Oh, God, look at him. Woof. Woof. You men are all like... You're writing quickies and you're off with the boys to boast and brag and stag. Woof. I am a Virgo. My legs are crossed under the table. You can't see it, but I bet you can feel it. A blessing on your love. Excuse me. What is that about? Okay. Is someone about to pull the trigger here in a love romantic relationship? Because I gotta say... Let's look at him again, shall we? Look at his six-pack. Let's look at 8-pack. A full rack and an 8-pack. Ack-a-cack-cack-cack. I don't know that I can do this one so seriously, but I'll try. Whew. Is it hot in here? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons of pantheons, please transmit this blessing through me, for me now. Here we go. Card number 17. A blessing on your love. A blessing on your love. A blessing on the discovery of the affinity of one soul for another. I think we've crossed into Bomb Chicka Wow Wow land. May the fragile beginnings of love between you bring to life qualities within that will be your soul's true calling. May the sweetness of the taste of the lips that kiss yours be matched by the kindness and patience you find for each other. Oh. May the darker times that beset all companions of the heart teach you what to hold on to and what to open your hands to easily let go of. May the embrace of each other's arms become a sanctuary from the world, yet not keep you from it. Instead, may this love send you back to the world restored, whole, eager, and knowing of it. And when you return to each other, may there be space for both to share and learn what shaped you that day. Let passion be long-lived. Let your spirit's flame be both tended and stoked by the other. And may you be a friend of the soul, a bringer of laughter and light in the times when shadows gather and fall. If you should leave one before the other or choose to go, let it be without lies or mistrust. Let it be the natural order of things, that your love burned brief and bright. But if it is right for this love to endure into the years far beyond, let it be good and enriching and solace itself for your years as an elder. Let this love be your light, and may it guide you well, warm you always, and help you see all more clearly. Well, blessed be for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So motivate. So it is, and even if that's friend, family member, and take it as it comes to you. Only you know your situation. Then may you both be blessed with a blessing on your love. I love this reading. A really soft, sweet ending for a Scorpio read. Let's just be glad. Let's be thankful, shall we? And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. All the thumbs up liking the video does is help other people find the video at this point, because I'm no longer monetized on YouTube. I'm just not like someone on Patreon. Please, YouTube was my gateway drug to Patreon. I love it so much. Really, seriously. Got lots of Scorpios over there, too. Come check it out. Go click the link. 8 different levels of subscription. You can start at $3 a month as a seeker and get the extended readings and the daily check-ins, and I throw other stuff in there. I'm fun. God's Goddesses, $20. The other end of it, get everything and just everything in between. Go check it out. It's a menu. If you like menus, go feel it out and come Patreon on Patreon. And if you'd like to book me for a private reading, as so many Scorpios do, because I can keep a confidence till death and beyond, there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal. YouTube video explains everything you need to know about booking a reading with Mal, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. And certainly, I love you. That is the most important thing here. Awakening inspired action means you do not have to make that decision right this red hot second, but write it down as you go. Your personal transformation is ultimately a blessing on your love, so it seems worth it. So wishing the very best and the very blessed of the shadow work this full to new February 2023. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.